Here we are then for a brand new episode of the MotoGP 20 career mode, where if we take a look at the standings, we have finally got a little bit of breathing room as we break the 300 mark in the Riders' Championship. So Marquez struggled out of Thailand. If you missed that race, do go check it out. And one more week out, so when we hit Australia, we will have a brand new part for the frame which will reduce tyre wear, so that will be good for our team. In terms of these contracts for our engineers and our staff, I'm pretty happy with the way everything is right now, so I'll leave that as it is. In terms of contracts, we have received a contract from Aprilia again. Of course they would like to keep us, but it's not gonna happen this time, I'm afraid, so we're waiting hopefully to try and get something from these guys, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's head down to the track then for the Japanese Grand Prix, a track where we tend to do pretty well. Coming across the line then, we are really struggling in Q1. I don't know why. Oh no, we've just about gone fastest. I've had to pull that out the bag there. But wow, I don't usually record Q1, but I mean, that was tight. We were so close to not getting out. I was 3/10 off of Miller's time in the third sector, so we pulled it all back in the final sector. So let's head into Q2. I'm expecting a shaky ride. So I think we're witnessing a bit of resurgence from Yamaha, and it is Vinales, 45.5. Currently provisional pole sitter. I'm half a second off of that time, and as I say, that Maverick Vinales hits the deck, so he's really pushing right now. Valentino Rossi hits the deck as well. That's hilarious. Franco Morbidelli also hits the deck, so as I say that, Yamaha really struggle, and we're a second off through the third sector. Here we go then, shoot for the line, full throttle. What's it gonna be? 46.4, 8/10 off. That's only good enough for P6. Get me back in the pits. I'm going to fuel up for 2 laps. And we're just going to go back to back, see if we can beat this time. Soft tyres. See, look how much tyres I'm having to use just to try and get anywhere. Take a look at our times. Where are we? Oh, we're falling down the order. Yeah, we're way off. We are way off. We need to get into at least 45.7.9 sort of time. So, back-to-back laps. Fuel. Yeah, we'll go with a little bit extra fuel just to help us. And let's see. Back-to-back laps. Can we do it? Second lap might not be as good. So, if the first lap is down, I might back off and save the tyres for the second lap. So, let's do this. Well, let's do this thing or we'll get wiped out by Quartararo. This is quite good. We get to chase after Quartararo, who's just there. Hopefully he's on a quick lap, so if we close him down, then our lap should be quick. But he's currently sat in P2 behind Vinales, so Yamaha really showing strength here in the latter half of the season. Cross the line. What's it going to be? We're about 7/10 off in the third sector, brought it back to about half a second off. 46 flat, so we've got a bit of work to do. Valentino Rossi crashing again. Vinales crashing again, but this time we're a lot closer to his time and we're going to come across the line. It's going to be pole. How did we do that? It's taken me, I've had to do about 6 laps in qualifying to be able to get only 3 thousandths quicker than Marquez. That is crazy. Marquez, he is not leaving us alone. Whew. This is going to be one intense episode, and it is the penultimate episode of this season, of course, and I'm going to go for a medium front and a medium rear. A little bit of extra fuel, and we're going to go. And for the first time in a while, Maverick Vinales is on the front row. Quartararo 4th. Rossi 5th, so Yamaha doing pretty well here at Motegi, and look at that, Marquez got an absolutely amazing start coming into turn number 1. I'm going to have to try and cover everyone off, and it is Marquez that is going to lead out of turn 1, unglued to his exhaust, and we were very close on pace in qualifying, so let's see what it's going to be like in the race. But I've got a feeling it's going to be tough fighting here with Marquez once again. And we need to decide what team we want to go for. The poll at the minute says about 50% of you want me to go to Yamaha. And I want to go to Yamaha, but there's only a low chance of getting into a factory team. So we really need to take that into consideration. So I can't afford to let Marquez run away here. If he does, I don't know if I've got the pace to go with him. So you know what, I'm going to have to go power mode 2 a little bit, just to try and keep up with the Spaniard here. And I'm going to have to watch out for the Yamahas. They are quick. But Dovizioso's right there with Vinales, so that could be pretty close. Could be pretty interesting. But anyway, I'm closing down on Marquez, and we're accidentally going for a move up the inside, but we're running a bit deep. Oh, I braked up my qualifying brake marker, and clearly that didn't pay off. So let's regroup. I know I'm quick in the last sector, more so than the first half of the lap, but with power mode 1, look at the Aprilia out dragging the Honda, but I just wasn't as confident on the brakes. I bailed it, lads. I absolutely bailed it at turn 1, not falling off. But at the minute, it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a dogfight between us and Marquez. Once again, another race where we're going to have to fight wheel to wheel with our championship rival. We have a 17-point lead, but that could all change. He had a poor race out at Thailand. We've had poor races in the past. He DNF'd as well in Texas, so he'd be leading, I think, probably. So, are we going to be able to get Marquez back down this straight? I think we might. With the slipstream and our more powerful Aprilia bike than that Honda, we were able to, with power mode 1, get alongside Marquez on the Honda, which is a very quick bike on this game, and even challenge him on the brakes. But me, I bailed it, and again I'm breaking up my qualifying board, and I managed to get it slowed down this time, which helps. But Marquez this time is a lot further ahead, but we're closing right down in the final corner. We could get an overtake done in the final corner if we have to, but power mode 2, bit of slipstream, 47.3, 47.5 from us. I did say Marquez pulled away a little bit on that lap, and there, yes, he did. But it's the middle of the lap where we seem to lose time. So let's see if we can go with Marquez this time on lap number 3. He's looking behind. He knows there's a dogfight coming, and he doesn't expect it to be this green machine Aprilia. Come on, 3 tenths off. And Vinales just dropping back lap by lap. No one can go with our pace. We were, what, 4 tenths quicker in qualifying, something like that? And it's translated over into the race. And Marquez is the only man that can go with us. And he is actually threatening the win, because I'm having to push like mad on this lap just to keep with him. I think he's on the same tyre setup as us as well, so I'm all lined up, and I'm going to go for an overtake down this straight. Got a bit of slipstream and power mode 2. Here we go. Past him. Did we make a little bit of contact with him? I think we might have, but we're on the brakes. Coming down the hill. Tip it in to turn number 11. And we have the move done on Marc Marquez. Luckily, none of us have any damage. I was just trying to take a look at my winglets there. And we lead now at the end of lap number 3 for the first time in this Grand Prix. And I'm pretty much bang on for fuel. 3 laps, we've got 3 laps to go, and we have 3 laps of fuel left on the bike. So 47 flat, that is good. 7 tenths clear from Marquez. Did we make a little bit of contact with him when we went for the overtake? Has he got damage? I don't know, we're going to have to find out. We're just going to have to get our head down and try and keep ahead. Keep it in power mode 1 for this lap, because I can't afford to use any extra fuel, because I don't know if we've got any extra fuel. Probably not. I've used it all just trying to get ahead of Marquez, but this could be the move that gives us the win. He's struggling to keep up at this stage in the race. Look at that, Marquez still there, 6 tenths back. He's closed up a little bit as our front tyre's gone a little bit cold now. If I stop pushing, that's going to affect our tyre temperature. If it cools down, we'll lose grip, but if we push constantly in the race, we'll have a risk of running out of tyres or even just folding the front, which I'm trying to not happen here, but the tyres are getting a little bit cold. But Marquez, he loses a lot of time in that final corner. He just can't get the run on the straight that he needs, and we're through. And what am I saying? A second ahead we are. I was going to say 1,000 tenths. What? That does not make sense. Just get your head down and ride the bloody bike. Come on. This lap and the next lap to go. And this could be a race. Whoa. Which tilts the championship. The front tyre is definitely a little bit too cold for my liking. So I need to get some heat into it if I can. But we lead out of turn 5 still. Whoa. He's closed right up. He's putting on the pressure. He could have backed off for a few laps just to get the tyres up to temperature. So this is going to be a pretty close race. I've got enough fuel to go power mode 2 to the end if I need to. So let's do it. Power mode 2 here. Should have enough to go to the end. It's going to be challenging into this next sort of sector. Let's go. Good exit. Marquez still there. I've got a feeling he's going to absolutely dive bomb us on the brakes into turn 4. He's a bit far back to do anything, so let's just hope not. We're on the brakes. Braking. Missed the apex a tad. Oh no, he wasn't able to do anything. And it looks like as long as we can bring the bike home, we should. Whoa, get the bike flipped over. Oh, come on. Should bring it home for the win then. Back-to-back wins here. We go in the last race and we take the victory out in Japan. I didn't expect to do that. We were struggling a lot in qualifying, as you saw. But we did get the fast lap of the race, so that's good. Oh no, we didn't. Franco Morbidelli 46-1. Wow. So 22 points clear in the championship then. Oh, this is tilting in our favour. It's been so close throughout. And then here, the last few races, Marquez has just let go of the gas a little bit. But we're trying to get Ducati in the championship, but it's proving pretty difficult. So let's head down to the next round then, where hopefully at Australia we can get another good result. At least a podium I will be aiming for. Oh man, that was bad. Oop. That was not good. Return to the pits. Q1 once again. This is not proving good. Championship, nerves maybe, but we're not going to have enough time to get back out. 9-minute repairs is going to leave us 35 seconds, and I'm in stone dead last. Our first lap was almost a second off. Man, I can't do anything about that. Oh, we're in stone dead last. Oh no, this is not good. Usually I can breeze through in Q1, but like at Japan, it proves different, but it is a wet track. Now the wet track hasn't always suited us, but I mean, that is annoying because I bet Marquez is on pole, front row, basically pole compared to us, and we've got to do it all from the back. This could turn the championship up on its head. Let's see what we can do. Valentino Rossi on pole. Luckily, the Yamahas, I'd say luckily, the Yamahas look pretty quick. So I've got a lot of work to do. 7 laps here round at Phillip Island. I'm not looking forward to this race now, but we get an absolutely fantastic start. We need to be careful into turn 1. I can't end our race by a mistake in the wet at turn 1. Whoa, everyone's checking up. There's a huge crash behind Oliveira, I think. And I'm just trying to get through. Have I got damage after that huge collision, really, with the Suzuki? It doesn't look like I have, but the tyres are looking pretty cold. But the wet weather seems to have suited our start. So this is the start that I could have always dreamed of. And we've made our way just behind Petrucci, still behind him, trying to find a way through. Whoa! Taking an awful line through there, but this downhill braking zone, very tricky in the dry. It's very easy just to change the just the way your momentum goes as you drop down the hill, and it's very easy to fold the front. You have to be careful. So my main concern is if when the track starts to dry up on the last few laps, will we have the pace to go with these guys? I've got an angry mob behind us that are led by Jack Miller that are going to be coming up to our rear very shortly, but I've got to find a way to get into the top 5 for some damage limitation. Luckily Valentino Rossi's running away with it from Marquez, and there's a few quick riders right behind Marquez, although Dovi just lost his rear and has lost a little bit of time to Marquez. But if I can just find a way past this Ducati, switch up the inside, lovely. Whoa, don't run wide there, that was scary. Whoa, oh, Petrucci avoided us and went out wide and hit the deck. But we're braking down the hill. I hate this braking zone, watch out for the puddles, but we're in P7 anyway. And next up are the 2 Petronas Yamahas, where we've got to find a way through on those guys if possible. Come across the line, 30.6 from Rossi, 32 flat from us. Jack Miller's applying the pressure. I've got to get a wiggle on, come on. Rossi's absolutely running away with it, and Jack Miller on the Pramac, he's right behind. And I run it deep into the southern loop, and there is a Honda there. Whoa, and they're coming through. This is not good for our championship. Side by side with Miller. I'm going to try it around the outside if I can, but it could be smart of us just to tag to the back of him and try and go with, but I'm not going to slow down just to try and follow him. But these guys are holding each other up, or at least Dovizioso is, which is good. Come on, let's close them back down if we can. About a second off, but we're closing that gap now. It's got 3 Yamahas behind that Ducati. I think the Yamahas are going quick in the wet round here at Phillip Island because Valentino Rossi's storming away. Marquez, we can wave goodbye to trying to beat Marquez, I think, but damage limitation, if we get top 5, I'll be happy with that. 30.3 from Valentino. What's our lap time? 30.8, so we much improved on that lap time. I'm going to have to keep it in fuel mode 1 just because I've only got 3 laps of fuel left apparently, but Vinales taking a look back. I run it deep into the southern loop again. I can't get this corner executed very well, and each time Miller comes up to the back of us, and we're about a second now behind Vinales. You can hear that Ducati scream behind. Jack Miller obviously signed in for the factory team in 2021 too. That's a great move for him and a great move for Ducati. Ducati, if they can keep Dovi and Jack Miller, that'll be a strong lineup. Very strong lineup. 7 tenths behind Vinales now. Come on, listen to this Aprilia sing. Let's see if we can pick up a few more positions before the end of this race. 7 tenths back now. We've only got 3 laps to go after this one, so like I say, we've got to get a move on. 29.8, the track is starting to dry up. What's our time going to be? 30.1. Morbidelli 29.1. The Yamahas, I told you the Yamahas were going quick. And Morbidelli going very quickly now. He's managed to clear Dovizioso and is running away from Dovi and Quartararo, and I am desperately trying to close the gap, but I can't get sector 1 quick. I really can't get a decent time through sector 1, but I can run the rest of the lap, just lose a lot of time in sector 1, which doesn't help. But we are going with the pace, which is good. As the track's drying, we're managing to up our pace each lap, which is good. But 7th place isn't good enough. We've got a championship we need to win. But I think this is a sign that maybe the development of Aprilia is dropping off and we're sort of reaching our roof, if you like. And it might be time to go to one of the top factories. And looking at things, Yamaha seems to be the factory on the up. Looks like Marquez is carrying Honda. And Ducati are struggling. So I think Yamaha, if we can get a seat at the factory team, that is the way to go. 28.9 from Valentino this time round. What's it going to be from us? We've got 2 laps to go. 29.8. No, not good enough. We need to break into the 28s on this lap. Disaster has struck. I've just unpaused it from taking a screenshot. And I've just folded it in the grass. Oh my god. What a fool. Take a replay then. And you can see, just when I unpaused it, I was braking and I didn't realise. And I folded it. We have got some work to do, man. A mistake like that. I don't really want to use a rewind. Because it's my own mistake. You know what I mean? But this could cost us the championship. I've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Marquez in second place. And I'm struggling to even get a point here. Oh no, this is not good. Look at Petrucci. The Ducatis are going quick. I've monumentally cocked up this. Oh no. This is going to bring Marquez right back into it. Absolute disaster here in Australia. A rookie mistake. I'm so annoyed and you guys are going to be absolutely furious with me. This is going to make one intense season finale. If I can keep P15, I can get 1 point. And there's a crash. It's Lecuona behind. But you know what? I really don't give a shit right now. That's annoying. It is what it is though. It's part of the series. Even if I do pause it to go into the replay to get a screenshot, it is what it is. It's part of the series. If I make a mistake doing something like that, I don't want to use a rewind. So hopefully we're going to bring it home to get 15th. Valentino Rossi won, I think. 15. Marquez got 3rd. Thank God for that. Oh, and we've crashed into turn 1 in the background. But, oh. Whew. Wow, that is a relief. We still lead by 8 points. But that was a huge lifeline. If we win the championship, then that proves the racing gods wanted us to win. But I cannot believe that. Oh, I was so annoyed at myself. I can only apologise for being such a fool. But we still lead from Marquez. 8 points clear in the championship. And we lose a rep as well, which isn't going to help us get in a factory ride. Right then, so that's been it for today's episode. A very close call, but we still lead the championship by 8 points. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more MotoGP and F1 content. And tomorrow will be the season finale, where hopefully we will be crowned GP champion, and we'll try and get a factory ride if possible. But remember, we only have low chance, whatever it's called. What do they call it? Low respect or something. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one.